We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
Try. Wait. 21. Go ahead.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pick up there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
13. 11. 13.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry out for the former Viking. This is Jerick McKinnon. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, gun. 11. 11. 11. Hey, go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
McKinnon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 34.
26.
The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Box it.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd?
Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to fix some things because you're weak and I'm going to kill you. You only have 2 defensive plays. Your ass is mine. Trust me, I'm going to blow you out. Hit you up as soon as I'm done. I'm in a game.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
21.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. He's got room to run past the 20. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And finally taken down at the 34. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. Give him 58 yards on the ground. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Garoppolo on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
26.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
319.
Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Over. That's fine, yeah.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain. What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz? The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time. Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory. This is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A tackle that time by Akella Witherspoon. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
You're weak. You should know this.
fine now. You got 58.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Trevor Davis now to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Rodgers to throw on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Packers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He did well to get him 8 yards.
Punt my goddamn
It's still
ball.
going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Green 39! Green 39!
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Jack, Patriot! Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 45. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers flushed out right. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Beathard. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Well, the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Gun! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Here's Beathard to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first two passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw Beathard. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over!
To throw is Beathard. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there, that brings up fourth. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
To throw is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Adams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter.
Let's go, come on. Inside. Hey, we are going.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hey, where y'all going? Hey, check 26. Right. Kill. 56, the mic. No, hold. Coming.
On second down, it's Jones. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Gone!
Here's Beathard to throw, and this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Again, it's Jones. And he's got some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What the hell you milking the clock for, man?
A give to Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a
Bitch ass nigga. I already know I got you shook, so don't be no bitch ass nigga and milk the clock at this particular time.
6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's the shit.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Here we go. 58.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Shotgun now for Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. To throw now in his own end zone. Rolling to his right. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Now Beathard. He's going to let it fly. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to the flag. It was close, though. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's back to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Back to throw.
Oh, you bitch-ass nigga! You bitch-ass nigga!
With such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, you know the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet.
I agree with you totally. Big applause for the defense, but no one is taking their headset off on the sidelines. They don't believe this game is over. The offense has to close this one out by taking care of the football.
They'll try to close it out now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee.
Good game. You got lucky. You're weak.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. And that kneeled down a little extra sweet. You get the win, and you knock out somebody's perfect season.
Yeah, you're exactly
it would take
right,
me to lose both of my quarterbacks and to have my punter as my quarterback for him to get a win.
So you've won a little bit extra in this one. Yeah, they've got to feel great about taking a knee here.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good